Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears and live an awesome life. All right, did you watch my video, We Don't Use the F Word? Failure, what did you think I was talking about? We're replacing it with expansion. Why won't you get on the stage and speak? I'm afraid of expansion. And then you sound a little stupid, don't you? So why aren't you going after that job? Well, because they're probably not going to pick me. I'm afraid of expansion. Words are powerful. Why are you not manifesting what you desire? Okay, so we're going to talk about that. Part 2 of We Don't Use the F Word. All right. You know my 3-second manifesting, and I have switched into a new reality, and then we go into the third part of that, and is why am I believing what I'm believing? Why do I keep going to this negative thought? There's a belief behind it. Why? What am I believing? Let's get at it, because if you keep going back to that negative thought, you can switch over all you want. Now here's words are powerful. Part 2, we don't use the F word. Why am I not manifesting the things I desire? When you use the words, so, and I've done videos on this, but we're gonna, you know me, I like to help you look at things differently. When you use a specific word that represents what you desire, you're thinking, how can that be a negative word? It's what I want. It's what I desire. And you can say, I know it is. I know it exists. It exists. You can say that all you want. But if you don't believe that that is true, every time you say that word, you're blocking it. You're blocking it. Does this make sense? All right. 3-second manifesting. Negative thought. Boom. 3 seconds. Caught myself. I'm over here. For some of you, it's 1 second. That reality over here exists at all times. You don't have to manifest something in 3 seconds or 7 seconds or 30 seconds. There's no manifesting in any time. That probability exists. Your focus is what brings it into reality. And the material world takes some time, right? Because we have density here. It takes time. Because we're not responsible either. If you manifested everything you thought, it'd be total chaos. So it takes a while. And also you continued focus in order to bring that. Because if you're thinking 80% of the time negativity and 20% of the time positive, guess what's going to win? Your focus is over here in the negative space. All right? So now you think this, and you probably have a word, abundance, or healthy body, or a healthy relationship. You probably see the words, because in the 3-second, I actually have you put words up there, because that's powerful. Words are powerful. Why do you think I say this mantra at the end of every one of my videos? You're strong, powerful, healthy, whatever it is. I'll say it at the end. Happy, peaceful, whatever. I didn't make that up. That's not actually something I would choose. I use it because it healed people. It's healed people for decades. It was used a very long time ago. That is in the Master Key System, if you're curious how that was used. Healed somebody, performed a miracle. This person said those words, but why did the words work? The belief behind the words were so powerful. That person truly believed those words that he spoke. He believed it without the doubt. And that is where miracles happen. That's how Christ healed. That's how Buddha and everybody else have accomplished their goals. Behind the words or the thoughts, sometimes they don't even say the words, but we're talking about words today, is an unwavering belief, which is faith. So what happens is those words can be used for anybody, and those words combined actually hold power. It's a collective consciousness. It's a power in the collective consciousness. Every time people use it, they're powering it up, powering it up. So I say it at the end, and every morning I get up and I say it. And then I tell the universe, thank you for giving me the opportunity to make a positive difference on this planet. I say it every morning. Right after I say my mantra, I'm whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. And I believe every single word. I know it's true. No one can ever get me off of that. Tell me otherwise. Thank you for the opportunity to be here to make a difference. I don't have to understand it all. And I don't. But I know I am here to make a difference just like you are. What words are you speaking that you don't believe? Because when you go over here and you have words and the power behind them is, I don't believe, you are actually doing more damage than good. So a lot of you go, I tried it, it didn't work. What is this, a magic trick? You are walking around with power, and every moment you are manifesting something. Every thought, every action, your energy, just your presence here is an energy that's changing everything. And through your individual choices, you are affecting everything, including your own life. And what appears and who appears. So many of you have done my meditations. You've released the thinking. You go into this beautiful, expansive space. And people have told me that during the meditations, they're getting a phone call, a positive phone call, or something shows up. Or they have unbelievable mystical experiences. This is happening more often than you'd think. And if you don't experience that, that's okay. There's no F word in there. There's no failure. There's only expansion. So by you doing it, even if you don't get the result that you want, you're still expanding. All right? If you're going over here and those words that you speak, abundance, have a negative belief behind it, the message to the universe is, I'm not abundant. Does this make sense? Those words are actually being used negatively. I'm not abundant. Abundance. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I don't believe this. I want it. I want it. I want it. No, it's never going to happen. The people like, oh, it didn't work. Why? Because you don't believe it. Don't tell me you do. That's bullcrap, because you wouldn't come back to me and say it doesn't work. You'd be on it. You'd know. It doesn't matter what time it happens. It doesn't matter. There's no such thing as time anyway, so I'm going to relax. I already know it. I've asked for the universe. I know it. I'm not over here anymore. I'm not even going to that negative thought. Why? Because it doesn't even exist for me. It's ridiculous to even go over there anymore, right? Are you done going over here? Left brain, thinking, analytical, ego, right brain, creativity, expansion. We're not going to use the F word. There is no failure. Nothing can happen along the way to me getting that goal that's a failure. So here's my first book I wrote, award-winning, bestseller, right? We take it to producers. Guess what? Do you think the first producer said yes? Well, actually, the second one said yes. That's pretty amazing. I had no doubt. Why? I accelerated it because my faith was so strong that when that first producer said no, I didn't think of that as a failure. I said, that's expansion. We just eliminated the producer that it's not for. I don't need to know the reasons why. Second one said yes. I was expanding all the time. I never am afraid of expansion. The F word is not in my vocabulary. So no matter what happens along the way to my goal, this thing that I focus on with my 3-second manifesting, right? I'm not even going over here. Mine's an immediate. Mine's immediate. I'm already here. Faith, I know it. I'm focused on it. There's not a negative thought between me and what I desire. Here, let's see my hand here. There's nothing in between here blocking me. When you say, I don't believe, I'm afraid of failure, you're saying, I'm afraid of expansion. I'm afraid of what's going to happen along this journey to here. I'm afraid of this journey right here. Because I'm using the F word. Right? You are. You're using the F word. It's not going to happen. Failure. Failure, failure. I don't deserve it. It's ridiculous to think this. That's a crazy goal. I don't believe in really quantum physics. I want to, but I don't really believe in it. Cripe's sakes, you know what? Look at the experiments and tell me you don't believe in it. What's not to believe in? This is not theory. These are facts. And that's just a fraction of what's really possible. But if you don't believe it, that's going to be your reality. And if you use the F word, then that's where you're going to live. You're going to replace the F word, failure, with the word expansion. And as I shared in the other video, why would you not get on a stage and speak? Because you're afraid of expansion. You might make mistakes. There's no such thing in my opinion. You can't make a mistake. There is no good nor bad. There's just different expressions of the frequency. And some of them are very dense. Some of them are really stupid. We're done with that. Don't stay down there. It makes no sense. Right? So, right now we're talking 3-second block. Remove this block in 3 seconds, and it's taking the 3-second manifesting over here and now saying, okay, I got off the negative thought. I came over to the positive one. I chose that thing I want to manifest. I'm going to focus on that. And I'm going to keep doing it till I don't even go over here anymore. But if I go over here and I still have, maybe I don't have that negative thought, but I still don't believe that I can manifest this. I am thinking that the F word exists. I'm thinking F word. I'm not thinking expansion. Because if you think expansion, you replace that F word and you use that word, I'm going into expansion now. Nothing along the way will take you off of that belief that this is going to happen. And you don't have to have it exactly the way you thought. The universe will bring it exactly the way. That job may be 10 times better than the one that you picked. People say you should be specific. Yeah, I'm going to tell you what. See this fireplace? One of the things I wanted was a really cool, unique fireplace, but I didn't actually get specific about it. And here's this metal thing. I actually love it now. I actually love it. But this is not my taste back here. It's very modern. So, I probably should have been more specific about that, right? But I'm okay with that because it is amazing. So, it's okay if you're not specific. Sometimes we are okay with the fact that we're still getting our end goals. A high-paying job that I love may not be the one that you think it is. So if you want to do that and let go and not control that final destination of that manifestation, make sure you hit all the points that are important to you. But if you believe that there's any F word involved in achieving that, then you have to go back here and ask yourself why. And then you go in and you say, I am afraid of expansion. You're replacing the F word with expansion. And you start to sound really silly. Why wouldn't I ride a bike? I'm afraid of expansion. You know, why wouldn't I go after something? Why wouldn't I start my own business, right? I tell you guys, my internet people, I'm like, they'll doubt themselves. We all do. We all doubt ourselves. Can I really do this? Right? Because they're not entrepreneurs at heart. Most people have to be trained, and you can be trained to be an entrepreneur. You can. You have to switch your thinking from an employee to really ownership. Ownership and responsibility. A lot of people don't know how to do that. So if something goes wrong, they're, I'm a failure. Entrepreneurs don't think that way. They say, I'm expanding. Yay! How many hundreds of tries did, the electricity and the light bulb and the telephone and yay! 500 down. Expansion. I'm getting closer to that final result. There's no F word in their head. And that's why they achieve their goals. They don't use the F word. So that word, if you're using your final destination, your manifestation word, with the F word at all, you're actually blocking it more than if you didn't even look at it. Because now you're sending a message out. I can't get this. Here, I can't get this. You're off the negative one. So you might shift into neutral, right? Neutral's like you're not down here, but you're not up here either. You're not achieving that goal. I can't get this. I desire it, but I can't get this. It doesn't work. Landria, I tried it, doesn't work. I post the video and a couple days later, it doesn't work. This is BS. Great. You can go live in the BS world with the F word and be miserable until you figure out that you can do anything you desire. And you wield that power. And you guys are going to doubt this. You're going to get all excited after this video. Yay! There you go. Boom. Back over here. You go, yay! And then you send that message out, I can't get it, I can't get it. How do you get out of that, right? How do you get out of it? We go to our core beliefs and ask ourselves where it's coming from. Take my e-course, I take you through it, we dissolve them. That's not easy. Every single lesson, bam, 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 dissolve it, dissolve it, dissolve it, break it down. It doesn't serve you. It starts to feel really stupid to even go into that space where you're even thinking anything negative. It's like, this doesn't feel good. I don't even believe this stuff anymore. It's stupid. I know where it came from. It's not even my thought. It's not my belief. I was programmed. I'm part of the collective. All right, we're done. What do I want? Expansion. That means I'm okay with the challenges. And guess what? That means that nothing will deter me from getting that. I'm going to achieve good health. I'm going to achieve amazing relationships. I'm going to be at peace. I'm going into that peaceful spot. What do I need to do? Next video, cause and effect, we're going to show you how to do things to get there. You are whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.